This is the Election Bureau. Hello and welcome to the Citi Prime News. This news is live from our studio number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabaka, Accra. My name is Caleb Kuda. Coming up.
Our strike remains unchanged. We have the view that what the government has proposed to do does not adequately address our demands.
Leaders of organized labor meet to finalize plans ahead of the intended nationwide strike against Galamsey tomorrow. Meanwhile, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association joins the Ghana Medical Association to direct members not to embark on organized labor's intended strike tomorrow, aimed at demanding government's firm action in dealing with illegal small-scale mining, also known as Galamsey. Still ahead, board chairman of the Ghana Meteorological Agency warns staff against participating in the strike.
Any worker who will flout the directive of your board should declare himself or herself as having terminated his or her appointment if you join the strike.
Meanwhile, more university chapters of the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, are resolute to embark on organized labor's intended strike tomorrow. We have reactions of the various member unions under organized labor as the campaign against illegal mining wages on. And later, we'll take you to the Ghana South municipality where over 1,000 pupils of the Galilea MA Primary School have been kicked out of class by the contractor Geo Anointing Construction Limited following Get Fund's failure to pay monies due him.
Since 2017, Yentuayeka, and they Baha by Sabi Cruci School. Now, Senator and Sabeka Isika.
Stay with us for details of these and many other stories in the next 30 minutes. The news is live around the globe on citinewsroom.com. Across the country, we are live on a number of affiliates in the Upper West region. Hello to you on Tupani Radio 88.5 FM Nadoli in Jirapa. This is Jirapa 96.1 FM. In the Upper East region, you're listening to us on Recast 92.1 FM in Bongo Namo. In the Northern region, we are live on North Star Radio 92.1 FM in Tamale. This is Nobia 98.1 FM in Nalerugu in the Northeast region. If you're listening to us in the Western region, hello to you on Beach 105.5 FM in Takoradi. In the Ashanti region, this is Focus 94.3 FM KNUST campus in Kumasi, as well as Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. In the Volta region, hello to you on Sela Radio 97.1 FM in Dabala and Holy 98.5 FM Aflao. In the Savannah region, we are live on Kasha 99.5 FM in Damongo, and in the Bono region, this is Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyani.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Thank you for choosing us. We are the Election Bureau. Let's jump into the details of our stories now. And leaders of organized labor will meet this afternoon to finalize plans for a nationwide strike protesting the government's ineffective handling of the Galamsey. This follows a meeting held yesterday where government officials outlined new measures to address the problem. However, it remains uncertain whether these assurances will persuade labor groups to call off their planned protest scheduled to begin tomorrow. Now, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association say it will not join organized labor strike scheduled for tomorrow, despite expressing solidarity with the trade unions as well as associations in their fight against illegal mining. In a statement signed by the President and General Secretary, the association indicated that after an emergency meeting of its National Council, they resolved that members would not participate in the strike. The statement further directed all nurses and midwives to remain at their post and continue providing health services. Now, still on this issue, the board chairman of the Ghana Meteorological Agency, Isaac Amo, has issued a stern warning to staff against participating in the impending strike called by organized labor. He cautioned that any employee who fails to report to work in line with the strike directives should consider themselves dismissed. Speaking at an event At the agency, Isaac Amo urged workers to dissociate themselves from the strike, which is being staged to pressure the government into addressing the issue of illegal mining. His warning comes just 12 hours before the strike is set to commence.
GMET is part of the essential services of this country. So, on behalf of the board and leadership of this agency, I want to announce to you that GMET does not approve any of its workers to join the nationwide strike. And any worker who will flout the directive of your board should declare himself or herself as having terminated his or her appointment if you join the strike. We are an essential services that provide very important and critical services to the nation. Any worker that will flout this directive coming from the board, if you have sent yourself from work from tomorrow, do not step within these premises again. You have terminated your appointment.
Isaac Amo is board chairman of the Ghana Meteorological Agency. Now, the Mortuary Workers Association of Ghana, MOWAG, has announced its support for the nationwide strike against illegal mining, commonly referred to as Galamsey, scheduled for tomorrow. The association believes the fight against Galamsey is a shared responsibility, expressing the association's commitment to the cause. General Secretary of MOWAG, Richard Kofi Jordan, in an interview with Citi News, says their members will actively participate in the strike, which is pushing for decisive action against the environmental damage caused by illegal mining.
MOWAG Mortuary is a member of organized labor, so we cannot declare that we are a member, and there's no way we will say that we will not support such a good cause. Listen, the truth is that this country is in a state where everybody needs to do something. The only way we can solve this problem is to take collective action, including the media assistance. We are not going to work. We are supporting everything that organized by those. Because we are a member, we cannot depreciate now. No. In fact, we support the cause Galamsey stopping. So we are party to it. We started together. We must end together.
Richard Kofi Jordan is General Secretary of the Mortuary Workers Association of Ghana. Now, the Public Service Workers Union of TUC Ghana has reiterated its commitment to join the nationwide strike by organized labor tomorrow, following the government's failure to meet the deadline for addressing Galamsey. Speaking on the City Breakfast Show, the union's General Secretary Bernard Ajay says the strike is not just a symbolic gesture, but an urgent call for decisive action from the government. He noted that the strike could be called off if President Akufo-Addo issues a positive directive aimed at ending illegal mining.
Our interest really is not to embark on industrial action. If there was understanding and government sees eye to eye with us, and that's this simple thing we are asking. We are not saying that by one stroke, magic stroke, Galamsey activity and its effect can be stopped in one day. That's not what we are saying. So we are very clear in our mind. If the president today, by close of day today, can come out and then tell us that, what you are all saying as Ghanaians, religious bodies, organized labor, ordinary citizens, the media, and all civil society organizations are saying, I agree with you. Where we have gotten to is not good. River bodies, protected forests, all mining activities with immediate effect ceased. Move away. I think we can avoid all these things. Anything short of that, we are sorry. If this is what we have to do to make sure that we protect our lives and our country, we will do.
Bernard Ajay is the General Secretary of the Public Service Workers Union of TUC. Meanwhile, the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining has announced a red band protest against Galamsey, urging all Ghanaians to wear red bands or red attire on October 10.
We are starting a red band, so we are asking all Ghanaians to show silence defense, silence protest against what is going on and saying that there's a revulsion against this canker that is killing us. So we are calling on everybody, so show that you also are concerned about your health. You also are concerned about our water bodies, our environment. We are asking everybody to put a red band on your body, on your cars, on your bicycles, on your motorbikes, on your office. Take a picture and put on social media and to show people that you want Galamsey to stop now. And so that, we get our leaders to take the decisive actions that would resolve this particular issue for us once and for all.
Ken Asigbe is convener for the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining. Now, 3 additional branches of the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, have voted to participate in the nationwide strike organized by Organized Labour, which is set for tomorrow. Members of UTAG at the University of Development Studies, UDS, CK Tedham, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, and Akinting Apia Minka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development have all voted in favor of joining the strike. This move aligns with the collective push by unions to demand stronger government action against illegal mining. Now, just coming in, we have the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU. They say their members will not be working in all 16 regions from tomorrow in solidarity with a call on the government to address illegal mining. Abasimoro is Industrial Relations Officer of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU.
Directives are that all member unions should not operate from tomorrow until a final decision comes. We are still even waiting till the end of the close of today's business, say around 5. If we don't hear anything, meaning the strike is going to take effect from tomorrow, and we operate in all the 16 regions, meaning they're not going to work from tomorrow in all the 16 regions. All of them has been communicated to on this very issue. If you look at the poisonous water that we are using today, is it going to be selective? Are there some people who, when they consume, it will have effect on them? Are there other people that when they consume doesn't affect them? The answer is no. There's no selective to any human being who consumes this poisonous water. So it's not going to have effect on only our clients, but nationwide.
Abbas Imor is Industrial Relations Officer for the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU. Now, the Alliance for Accountable Governance, AFAG, says demonstrations and strikes are ineffective solutions for tackling illegal mining. According to them, collective action from stakeholders is the best approach since protests only raise awareness but fail to address the root causes. Addressing the media, General Secretary of the Alliance for Accountable Governance, Arnold Boateng, called on political parties to sign a pact demonstrating their commitment to ending illegal mining.
What we are saying is that there should be a collective action by all stakeholders, civil society groups, labor, politicians, both in power and outside of power, the NANOM, the media. All of us must come together and force politicians to agree to a timeline or guidelines that when we are in power, this is what we do in our first 100 days, our first 200 days, our first 300 days. What we are doing now is simply raising awareness. AFAG is saying that let's go beyond awareness and put in place concrete plans that will work and get rid of the Galamsey issue that we have. Somebody raised the issue of politicians in Galamsey. Let's go after them. The financiers, let's go after them. The people train them to shoot, let's go after them. If you go after all these persons, and the media continues to highlight the issue for us, and politicians, NDC, MPP, are committed to a pact that will do ABCD. Whoever is in power will be compelled. Arnold
Boateng is General Secretary of the Alliance for Accountable governance. This is the Citi Prime News, live from our studio at number 11. Dr. Martin Loop in Adabaka here in Accra. When we return from this break, we'll bring you more on Galamsey and Labour's intended strike. And also we take you to the South municipality where over 1,000 pupils of the Galilea MA Primary School have been kicked out of class by the contractor, Geo Anointing Construction Limited, following Get Funds failure to pay monies due him. Stay with us.
News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Channel 1 TV is live on DSTV, GoTV, and HD+. On DSTV, find us on Channel 363. On GoTV, we're on Channel 117. And on HD+, get us on Channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search. But take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Channel 1 TV. Channel 1 TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box, like the DSTV and HD+ boxes. Channel 1 TV. Telling your story, empowering change.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Thank you for staying with us to some of the stories now. And the president of the Ghana Institute of Geoscientists, Chrysler Koyankra, has indicated that effective collaboration among stakeholders in the mining industry is the only way the country can fight illegal mining, popularly called Galamsey. Chrysler Koyankra disclosed this at the 2024 conference of the Ghana Institute of Geoscientists in Sunyani under the theme Strategic Natural Resources Exploration and Exploitation Guarantee for Sustainable Development. He noted that the government should put in measures in place to ensure miners follow regulations that govern the industry.
The small-scale mining is employing over millions. So we are talking about livelihoods, we are talking about butter and bread. But then we are not saying that ban them outright, but then we should put in mechanism that will force them to follow the right process of what? Mining, processing, and then the rest of it. So we think that once we have the containment, we develop a mechanism for the remediation, i.e., how do we make sure that the polluted waters are what? Made clean. There are technologies, there are mechanisms, there are processes. Then we come to the management. Then after that, what next? That calls for political will, that calls for ministerial involvement in terms of making sure that policies are followed. That calls for institutional, will I say, enforcement of the law, like the Minerals Commission and their inspectors. The stakeholders, that is from government, from sectorial, from ministerial, from
Chrysler Koyankra is president of the Ghana Institute of Geoscientists. Now, the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining has expressed disappointment over the Ghana Medical Association's directive for its members to report to work tomorrow. Organized labor, which includes the GMA, has announced a nationwide strike beginning Thursday to pressure the government to, among other things, declare a state of emergency on illegal mining and revoke the legislative instrument allowing mining in forest reserves. However, the GMA instructed its members to continue reporting to work. In an interview with City News Coalition's convener, Dr. Ken Achigbe voiced regret over the GMA's decision.
It's a shame that we have the Ghana GMA, who were one of those, the early institutions to have broached the need to use various legal and democratic tools to get a solution from a problem which is more medical than anything else. The challenges with the renal diseases that we're seeing, the challenges with silicosis that we're seeing, the deaths that are occurring in the pit, the spontaneous abortions that we're beginning to link to the mining and its related activities. And so it's quite difficult to see why the GMA would want to dissociate themselves with this action because this conversations about this, when it started, giving the end of September as timelines and all of that, have been hidden from anybody else.
Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe is convener for the Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining. To some of the stories, and over 1,000 students of Galilea MA Primary School in the South Municipality were forced out of their classrooms by Jewel Anointing Construction Limited due to unpaid debts dating back to 2017. The contractor attempted to lock up the school over the delayed payment, but the intervention of the South Municipal Chief Executive Joseph Nyani temporarily prevented the complete closure of the facility. Joseph Nyani successfully negotiated a 2-week grace period to resolve the issue. Public Relations Officer of Jewel Anointing Construction Limited, Christopher Newman, expressed frustration at their unsuccessful attempts to recover the monies owed them from Get Fund.
Since 2017, Yentuayeka, and they Baha by Citi School. Now, Senator and Sabekan Isika.
Get Fund has not paid us since 2017, so we decided to lock up the school until we receive our funds. The municipal chief executive for South visited and promised that we would get our money within 2 weeks. The contractor has already lost 2 properties due to his inability to repay the bank loan for this project. The teachers were unhappy about our actions and pleaded with us, but we explained that we need our money to resolve other pressing issues.
Now, say 2 weeks, you do not say, you film Honoma, and some cruisino. The best time, but 2 weeks time there, the best time, I never cruisino.
Christopher Newman is Public Relations Officer for Jewel Anointing Construction Limited. On to some politics now. And Head of Physics Department at the University of Ghana, Dr. Nana Ama Brown Kluche, has underscored the urgent need to safeguard Ghana's environment from the detrimental effects of illegal mining. She pointed out that while small-scale mining is practiced worldwide, including the United States and various African nations, the environmental damage in Ghana is considerably more severe. During the Manifesto on Science and Technology and Innovation, a presidential dialogue with John Dramani Mahama, she criticized the collaboration of law enforcement in the illegal mining crisis, alleging that officials are implicated in the practice. Dr. Kluche expressed optimism that a future NDC government would take robust measures to combat illegal mining and restore environmental integrity.
We have a collective responsibility to preserve our environment, and not just for our use, but also for the generations. Generally, has not been a good one as the people of Ghana. Mining is not only done in Ghana. In fact, small-scale mining is not only done in Ghana. But we've not had any problem with the water bodies and the degradation of lands in other countries other than Ghana. Mining is done in the USA. In fact, they do the most mining. China, Australia, South Africa, where I schooled, they all do mining. They do small-scale mining as well. So for me, we have to be serious with our laws. We have to really enforce the laws that we have. Very good environmental laws. We need to enforce them and make sure that we're doing the right thing. It's just unfortunate that those who are supposed to enforce the law are the same people who are rather involved in this galamsey or small-scale mining menace. And well, the NDC manifesto, it's there that we will reclaim the lands of these galamsey sites, rehabilitate them into agricultural lands, and make forests out of them in accordance with the global environmental plans of afforestation.
Dr. Nana Ama Brown Kluche is head of Physics Department at the University of Ghana. The Convention People's Party, CPP, is advocating the establishment of state farms as a means to provide alternative livelihoods for individuals involved in illegal mining, commonly known as galamsey. Now, given the widespread destruction of Ghana's water resources and forest cover caused by galamsey activities, CPP sees this initiative as a viable solution. By creating large-scale state farms, the party aims to employ those currently engaged in illegal mining. Chief Advisor to the CPP flag bearer, Dr. Divine Ayivo, stressed the importance of this approach in addressing the challenges posed by illegal mining while also promoting sustainable agricultural practices.
CPP has a simple approach. These people are looking for jobs, they're looking for money, they're looking to survive. So they're doing this. We're going to put them on the state farm. When we go to Galamsey Pit and we arrest maybe 50 people, we are taking them straight to the state farm to give them a job, to work on the farm, so that they have an alternative to what they're doing. And then we will not give mining permit to anybody. More mining permit, we will stop it.
Chief Advisor to the CPP flag bearer, Dr. Divine Ayivo, now presidential candidate for the party, that's the Convention People's Party, Frimpong Sarpong Kumankuma, has denied allegations suggesting that she or the CPP leadership is supporting either the New Patriotic Party NPP or the National Democratic Congress NDC. There have been rumors suggesting that the CPP's leadership was backing one of the two dominant parties. However, in an interview on Channel 1 TV's face-to-face program, Madame Frimpong Sarpong Kumankuma clarified that she supports neither the governing New Patriotic Party nor the opposition National Democratic Congress NDC.
There's an allegation that I am in bed with NDC as well. NDC and MPP is Ghana. Please listen to me.
Are you in bed with either of them?
I am in bed with myself. However,
that would be lonely.
And that's what I enjoy because I like reading and I want to listen to good music and I don't even want to be bothered with anybody.
Let's talk about the voters register. Whose position were you on? Did you support the NDC position or the MP position on the voters register thing, the audit that?
I did not support no NDC. Now, you're talking to the Nafin Poma here.
Yes, I know.
I don't support NDC or MPP.
Presidential candidate of the Convention People's Party CPP, Frimpong Sarpong Kumankuma, the wife of the NPP's presidential candidate, Samira Baumia, has referred to her husband as a driver's mate who has gained valuable experience from his master and is ready to take the steering wheel. Speaking during her one-week tour in Kodie in the Fijai Kwabre South District of the Ashanti region, she touted Dr. Baumia's accomplishments, asserting that he has outperformed previous vice presidents. Samira Baumia expressed her belief that he deserves the opportunity to become president and lead transformative change in the country.
Ade papa e bagana na nejuma pa ye papa ekufuado aye e dia besi ene Baumia se oba besom.
Dr. Baumia and the NPP have ambitious plans for Ghana. As a successor to President Akufo-Addo, Dr. Baumia will build upon all the significant initiatives implemented during his tenure. We urge you to hand him the steering wheel as the driver on December 7. Having served as a mate, he has gained valuable experience and is now ready to lead. While Ghana has seen several vice presidents, Dr. Baumia stands out for his exceptional performance, particularly in delivering innovative digital solutions.
Dr. Baumia Odemufwa, Ejuma Waya as vice president, who bidda.
Samira Baumia also called on Zongo communities in the Ashanti region to support the New Patriotic Party in the upcoming general elections.
Yes, Zongo for the free teaching.
As Zongo communities, we have often been told by the NDC that the NPP is not our party and it does not support Muslims. This narrative has led many in our communities to vote for the NDC, but it is simply untrue. The NPP does not discriminate. The NPP gave us our first Muslim vice president, and now the party has presented us with its first Muslim presidential candidate. Don't be misled by the NDC. Vote for Dr. Baumia and the NPP as the party genuinely prioritizes our interests.
Any the New Patriotic Party. I try your Dosronko. Yes, so December 7th. I see a try no Dosronko.
That was the wife of the NPP's flag bearer Samira Baumia there. Now, Glyco Healthcare has marked its 20th anniversary with a donation of 100,000 Ghana cedis to the Lifeline for Childhood Cancer Foundation, a key initiative of the Pediatric Oncology Unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The donation is intended to support the hospital's vital efforts in treating childhood cancer and improving patient care. Speaking at the event, Glyco Healthcare Board member Felicity Amate expressed that the contribution will significantly aid in the treatment of children with cancer and enhance overall healthcare services in the country.
When we talk about cancer, we only think about the adults. We forget about the children. So doing this is an eye-opener, and we are bringing it to everybody that cancer doesn't know a child, cancer doesn't know an elderly person, it doesn't know this from that. It affects anybody. And us choosing the children's units to do that, we did that to bring an eye-opener, because a lot of times it takes, the parents, it's a stress on the children, on the parents. And the parents, taking money out of your own pocket to support. We talk about cancer, breast cancer, men, prostate. Children are the vulnerable ones when it comes to this.
Felicity Amate is board member of Glyco Healthcare, and that will be all for today's edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studio number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabaka here in Accra. For more news, please visit citynewsroom.com. You can also use the hashtags GhanaPost2024 and Citi Verified for more election-related stories. My name is Caleb Kuda. Many thanks for listening to the Election Bureau. Good afternoon.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959.